everyone, we're back. It's Project I Want to Live, week 13. I'm Vanna.
I'm Melissa.
And yes, it's another week of progress, another week of updates. And definitely this week we have a little bit of a up and down thing to talk about. You know, through this whole project, through this journey of Melissa losing 100 pounds, we already anticipated that, of course, there's going to be weeks that are great, that are happy. If you tuned in last week, it's like, yeah, party, it was great. And, you know, maybe this week is a little bit different, right? So that's just life.
Yeah.
And, Melissa, I know that, you know, you were feeling a certain way, and I had to talk to her, had to do funny faces and make her laugh and cheer her up. And can you just tell us a little bit about what you were feeling today? Just kind of a little bit of an emotional roller coaster that was happening to you?
Yeah. So hi everyone. It's so weird because last week was so exciting and fun and like crazy, and then we've been sitting here talking for like an hour, and I've been like back and forth with my emotions. I'm like, am I supposed to feel this way? Like, why do I feel this way? Is it my mind playing tricks on me? Is it bad habits? Is it programming? But long story short, so I weigh myself every Friday, and I weighed the same. And I call Van in the morning, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like the worst news ever. And she's like, okay. And I was like, we'll talk later. And then I was like on my way to work, feeling down, and so my emotions were down. And then I get to work and I take off my jacket, and two of my coworkers, you know who you are, they're like, wow, Melissa! And I'm like, what? Look at you! You look so great! Oh my God, look at your waist! Look at you! And then I started crying. They were like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, it's so weird. People are telling me I look so good, but why is it not changing faster? I weighed the same as last week. And so I like went from being like sad to up. And then I'm like, so confusing. So my emotions have definitely been a roller coaster today. So then I was feeling up, feeling good. And then we came to do the measurements, and there was some good news, and then there was some bad news, and then I went down again. So today has been like a roller coaster of emotions. And I guess, like Vanna said, we knew going into this, I knew going into this, that there's going to be weeks that are absolutely amazing, and there's going to be weeks that I'm kind of disappointed. But I guess the lesson that I'm learning is that this is the process. It's the project. It's the cause to live, and life is not perfect. There's so many imperfections and adjustments and things that we need to change and work on. And I guess I felt some of my old habits coming back. I started to really condemn myself and feel bad. And then I told, you know, Vanna, she's so good at like getting things out of me. Like I was telling my cousins, hey, I'm like, she's like a teacher or like a mom. Like she'll have the answer, but instead of telling me the answer, she'll ask me questions to bring it out of me. And then I realized that a lot of it was, I guess, I've been giving myself so much pressure for the videos. Maybe I feel like, you know, you guys will think I'm not doing a good job, because behind the scenes, I feel like I'm working my butt off. I'm going to the gym so much. I could drastically change my eating habits, and I still have a lot of work to do, yes, but it's like I'm a totally different Melissa. But then my heart wants more results, faster, 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 faster. And I guess I'll be honest, I've been a little bit afraid and a little scared about like what people would think about me. Like maybe you don't think I'm doing a good job, or maybe you don't think I'm doing good enough. And so I was really emotional today, and I'm like, they're not gonna like it. They're not gonna like my videos. They're not gonna believe in me. And she's like, well, you're doing this for you. You lost track of what you're doing this for. I'm doing this for me, to be accountable, and then to be transparent, to show people what it's like to go through this journey. So, but at the end of the day, through lots of laughs right before we started this video, and my good friend here, I feel a lot better, and I know it's my process, and we have some good things that has happened too. So we're writing down the pros and the cons. There's definitely more pros than cons, but just being emotional. So yeah.
Yes, definitely more pros than cons, and these are amazing pros. And you know, just feeling down and just being emotional, it's definitely a part of life and anything that you do. So I don't even count the down stuff, it doesn't even matter to me.
I'm so silly.
But you know, she's telling me, she's like, you know, this is like through an emotional time. She's like, well, you know, I can't deny the fact that my energy is better. I can't deny the fact that my consistency, what I eat, working out, all these habits that I'm building, I can't deny that I'm consistent.
Yeah.
I can't deny that for the last 3 months I got my period. And last year, you said, how many times did you get it last year?
I have a lot of hormone imbalances in my body, and that's due to the weight gain and whatnot. Last year, 2012, I only got my period 4 times the whole year. So I've got my period consecutively the last 3 months, and that's due to exercise change, diet change, mentality change, just everything. So I guess the lesson is, let's look for the good, not for the bad. And today I've been focusing on it's not good enough, I'm not good enough. And this is exactly the breaking point. And this is why this video means so much to me, because in the past, every time I got to this point, I never had someone like Vanna or this video or a better perspective to see that. I would always say, you see, it's not meant to be for you, Melissa. You're meant to be overweight. You see how long it takes you? Do you see how you're not good enough? And it's like day by day, all of us have to work through this bad programming and this negative self-talk. So then we started to talk about the good things. I'm like, wow, I suffer from migraines. Anyone that knows me, you know I have really bad migraines. I'm like, I've barely had any migraines the last few months. Barely. I can't believe I'm getting my menstrual cycle. I'm going to the gym like 3 to 5 times a week. I'm eating so much better. And then I was telling her, I'm like, it's so weird because this week I got so many compliments from people like, wow, Melissa, you look so good. You look so good. Like, you're changing. I can see your waist, your face. Oh, man, this girl at the gym who I don't even know said something to me. And I'm like, so, and she goes, what did you say to me?
It's, I said that God sent little angels to you to tell you that you're on the right track.
Yes. So, I feel a lot better. And I wanted to be open with you guys about the pressure I was giving myself. Not that any of you have given that to me, but I have to remember this is my journey, my changes, and I don't need to prove anything to anyone, but I need to prove it to myself that I can do it and believe in myself. So, thank you for all your support. Yes.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
And to wrap things up, just to go over our measurements and progress. Like we said, the weight stayed the same this week, and she's like, but why this? Why that? And I'm like, okay, well, you still are on your period, so women tend to retain water, so that could be it. You're working out more, and you're working more muscles, and you're doing squats and all that stuff, so you're building muscle. So let's not look at it, you know, and judge ourselves so strictly. But the weight is the same. The bust actually is down 1.5 inches, so that's pretty cool. The waist and the hips are actually up 1/2 inch, but we're kind of factoring in those things, and we're just going to stay tuned until next week and see how things go.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's it for this week. And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.